Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Lights, Camera, Pop. I'm Rich.
I'm Mike. What's going on?
Hey, everybody. Happy week after the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Well, hope everybody had a good, safe one with all 10 digits intact because we know.
America's two, America's 250 years old. You don't look a day over 175.
Did you do anything exciting?
I kept all my toes and my fingers, which is a plus.
No, that is a
I really
plus.
didn't do much, really with explosives this year. We got some, but it wasn't anything crazy. My in-laws, uh, we went to a place and we picked up some, and I didn't really buy any, but they got some, and we lit them off in the backyard. It was fun. Yeah.
You actually called
Um.
me when you were on your way to go get them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Um, yeah, I didn't do anything. It was essentially like an everyday kind of thing. Didn't do fireworks. We have dogs, so we don't really go very many places without them. And obviously, we're not going to take dogs to fireworks. So,
Yeah. Really.
so yeah, we really didn't do a whole lot of anything. We sat in, we watched Greenland 2 or Greenland 2 or Greenland. I don't know how you want to say it, but Greenland 2. It has
Never heard of it.
so Greenland has Gerard Butler in it, and the one chick I can never remember her name. I know I'm doing a great job with it, but she's Vanessa in Deadpool.
Okay.
And she's married to Jim Gordon from Gotham.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
So they're a married couple, and in the first movie, he's like some kind of contractor or whatever for the government. Well, here he gets an alert on his phone while everyone's waiting for this um, meteor to hit. Well, here this
Okay.
alert comes on his phone, and he just looks at his wife and says, "We got to go." So here they all evacuate, and it hits, and now it caused this crater, and it started throwing off all these radiation waves coming through. So now everybody's trying to get to these ships to go to Greenland. And of course, a lot of mishaps happen on the way there. The kid gets kidnapped because they have a special bracelet. I mean, it's an intense movie. So they ended, obviously, in the first one, spoiler, that they make it to Greenland. But you could tell that they left it open for a sequel.
Okay.
So sure enough, like 5 years later, Migration Greenland 2 happens, and essentially now there's all these radioactive storms coming. They've already built this life, and they go out to get what they need, and but the radiation's getting worse, and there's these really bad electrical radioactive storms that pop up more frequently. So now they learned from this one scientist that lives in this bunker with them that where the crater is, I keep wanting to say creator, but essentially at the end of the day, but what's weird is I say creator, but really in the movie, that's almost how it is, because they learn that the storms don't go within a certain radius of the crater.
Okay.
So their mission now is to get to the crater where all this new life is beginning. So, I mean, it's a great movie. Both movies are, the first one, obviously, as most movies are, better than the second.
Oh yeah, of
But in
course.
this case, I will say that this movie is at a high standard of the first movie. It's very well done. I highly recommend these movies. They're on HBO Max, so you can check them out. They're so good.
Yeah, I'll check them out.
But
Sounds
then,
interesting. I always love those doomsday type of movies and
oh
stuff
my
like that.
god, they're so good. And
My wife hates watching them with me because um I'll be like, that can't
I
happen.
was just gonna
No,
say,
that
you get all scientific, I'm sure, and you start
I
going
do.
like that
I
couldn't happen.
do. And it would and I hate to say it, but like I let all the air out of the tire whenever it comes to that sort of stuff. I pop the proverbial balloon. Um, but I'm just like now I try to rein myself in from that.
Sure.
Um, but it's hard for me too.
Well, I get that. I get that. And it's like one of those things like you watch so many, like even like horror movies. You've seen so many, and not only have you seen so many, you've watched the news, you've watched documentaries, you know a lot of the shit that's going down in, like, say, just Scream, for example. Scream is something that could essentially happen at the end of the day,
Right.
as opposed to Nightmare on Elm Street. Um, I didn't even mean to reference two Wes Craven movies, but here I am. But you're still watching Scream going, there's no way that would happen like that. There's no way. And you're right. You do kind of feel you have to reel yourself in just so you can feel entertained and enjoy what you're watching.
Oh yeah, but it's really hard whenever it comes like whenever I'm watching any of those type of movies, like with the physics involved, and I'm just like, there are people like me that you can talk to.
Right.
Like there are people out there and be like, no, that can't happen. I mean, but it's fun. Like I get it. It's fun. And the suspension of belief. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I try, but it's difficult. But it's fun. Like especially like going back and watching stuff like Armageddon, and I'm just like, oh my god, all they're gonna do is just basically shoot a big shotgun at Earth, like
and and they're gonna just send six highly unqualified people who are not part of NASA up to take care of it.
right, right, like oh, I didn't realize like I know drillers, okay, I know a lot of drillers. I wouldn't have trusted. I don't trust a driller to be behind a tractor, let alone go into space with. It's just
Now, but
okay.
if the driller was Ben Affleck and Bruce Willis, I bet you would trust them. I,
Yeah. I mean,
well,
like,
maybe not Bruce Willis now. He may
yeah,
forget where he's going. I'm sorry. I
right.
apologize. That's uncalled
I mean,
for. I'm
like, yeah,
sorry,
having like John McClane and Batman together. I mean, like, that's some shit right there.
dude. That they need to make a movie about that. John McClane and Batman. It saves the world. I
Yep,
think
like John,
that would be a
like having,
moneymaker.
I mean, like having John McClane and Batman like save the world. I'm all, excuse me, I'm all for it.
Oh,
I
100%.
think that would be funny.
So excited. I don't even. I was sitting there thinking, like, whenever we started like getting into this, which episode we were on, and I
Hmm.
forgot to look because I don't know why I didn't look, but really, so this is episode 52. Okay,
Okay.
so technically, if you go by weeks in a year, 52 weeks in a year. This technically is our 1 year show. I
Ooh.
mean, if you think about it, in week
Right.
time, but we've put out a couple extras, bonuses here and there. So, I mean, really, at the end of the day, we're doing pretty good.
I mean, like, I'm pretty proud of us. I
I
mean,
am
like,
too.
for the most part, we haven't really missed anything. We've been pretty much on schedule. We have some. I think we have some pretty cool shows. Um, I think I think we're chugging along. We're chugging along.
Choo choo, right? Um, I hope everybody caught the last week's episode with the return of Lights or the horror of it all, which now I dubbed the horror of it all an LCP presentation. Uh, Brian the Misfit stepped in and was my guest co-host, and we had talked to PJ Starks, who had written and directed New Fear's Eve. If you haven't got a chance to check that out, guys, it is a really good episode. Started like it was my first one back doing a horror show, strictly horror, and I thought it went pretty well. It started off very interviewy, but by the end, it felt like just how Mike and I do, where we're just conversing. So give it a chance. Go check it out because we are also on YouTube now, so you guys can check us out there. Which that took holy shit a forever and a time. But
I'm just glad we're doing it now. I mean, like, I think I think YouTube gives us more exposure. I think YouTube, it's going to help us out more. I think.
I hope so. I just want to reach more people, and like, and it's not even so much as saying like I want everybody to listen to us. But you know what? If
No, not me. I want everybody to listen to us. Screw that.
Professor Mike said it first. We want
Yep,
everybody.
Screw you. I want to be huge.
So
I want that big, podcast money coming in.
that Joe Rogan expense.
That Joe Rogan podcast money.
So
I'm just kidding. I could care
no, you're
less.
not.
I like where we are and I like what we do.
So I thought this was interesting. I saw this poll from the Hollywood Reporter since last weekend was the 4th of July. I thought this was kind of interesting. And we won't really go through. I mean, I've most likely we will touch on all 20 of these. But in the modern box office era from the year 2000 to the year 2025, okay? Hollywood Reporter released the top grossing movies on 4th of July.
Okay.
So I thought this was interesting because like some of these I never even realized opened up on the 4th of July weekend. And so I'm going to start all the way at the bottom, okay? Number 20, which this one I'm kind of surprised that it did well as it did because like I remember all the marketing behind it, but I don't think it really was that great of a movie. Was Superman Returns from Warner Brothers.
It wasn't that great of a movie.
No. It released in 2020 or 2006 and it brought in July 4th gross $10 million. $10,510,117. Now that's crazy. That's crazy numbers.
Right?
And there's like a certain pattern with some of these movies that are on here. And it's like they know what they're doing. Coming in at number 19, which this one was okay. It wasn't like terrible. It wasn't like definitely wasn't the best in the series. But Transformers: Age of Extinction. And that just came in just a little bit higher than what Superman Returns with 10,619,669. 18 Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs. Now, guys, this is all the movies that came out that weekend, but this is just the grossing number for the 4th of July for that specific day, that holiday. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. That came out in 2018.
Okay.
War of the Worlds, the Tom Cruise, Steven Spielberg movie. Understandably so. That was a pretty good one.
Other than that, me wanting to kill Dakota Fanning the entire time I watched that movie, like I rooted for the aliens to get
Tom. Just hand her over, buddy.
I love that. I did like that movie, but I could not stand Dakota Fanning in that movie.
She, I remember she was originally set long time ago. Do you remember Fangoria magazine? Of course you do. Fangoria magazine used to have at the very end of the book on the last page, it was called Terror Teletype. And it would talk about upcoming horror movies or upcoming movies by famed horror writers and directors. And there is a short story that Stephen King wrote called The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. It was a
Okay.
phenomenal story. But Dakota Fanning, in her youth, was set to play the girl who loved Tom Gordon. And I'm just curious to know whatever happened to that movie, why it never got made. I have to do some research because I'd like to know. But if you haven't checked that out, it's a really good story. Number 15, Despicable Me 3. Uh, and this one here, I'm kind of surprised it's as low as it is. But Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Granted, it wasn't a great movie, but the fact that T2 was ridiculously huge and probably the best in the entire series, with this movie being a direct sequel to it, like you would have thought that it would have did better and higher in numbers. But yeah, Terminator 3 only came in at 14.
Huh.
Oh, this one interesting. The Twilight Saga Eclipse.
Ugh.
Dude, that story, that book. So I watched. Did I ever like? I can't remember if I ever talked about this on a show. So I watched the movie first. Excuse me. I did watch the first movie, and
Okay.
I was like, you know, this isn't too bad of a movie. It's interesting. I don't like some of the aspects of it. The sparkly vampires, blah blah blah. Um, Definitely rom com or rom drama, romedy or whatever.
Right.
Not my type. But so here I'm like, they always say the books are better than the movies. So I went and I happened to see the book at a Goodwill. Picked it up for like $1.99. I read it and I feel like I grew a vagina at the end of it. I was like, okay,
Because
I'm
you
done.
did.
I'm done. I'm never watching another movie. I'm never reading another Twilight book. That being said, Sound of Freedom came in at number 12. That was released in 2023. Minions: The Rise of Gru. Entering into the top 10, Men in Black 2. That one, I like the third one. Men in Black 2 is okay, but the first one's always going to be the best.
I've actually, that's one series that I could say I've always enjoyed every one of them.
Remember?
Like, they're not great. They're not like this, like, amazing movies. They're not like something that, like, I break my neck to see.
Right.
But every one of them I've actually enjoyed. Like, there wasn't one that was like, okay, first one's good, skip this one, watch this one. All of them, I'm like, no, they're all pretty solid movies. I've liked every one of those movies. That I can honestly say that.
That's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong. The second one was good. It just wasn't. It wasn't the like my favorite went 1, 3, 2, and then international. And I never watched the animated series that was on USA Network,
I never watched that.
but it lasted
I never watched that
forever. It
either.
seemed like. Number 9, Transformers: Dark of the Moon. That one was a pretty good one. I liked Michael Bay's Transformers series. I liked when they came out. Looking back, I kind of hope that moving forward they start to give them a little bit more of a retro look to make them feel like they look more like the animated series instead of this how you would imagine them to look in real life. From what I understand, Paramount's moving forward with a Transformers and GI Joe movie, so I'm all in for that, 100%. And I don't know if you saw this or not, but Danny McBride, of all people, wrote a GI Joe movie, and he pitched it, and it looks like that's going to be getting made too.
That's cool.
Yeah. Number 8, Hancock. That made $18,527,000. That's crazy. Despicable Me 4, Spider-Man 2. Great movie. Fantastic movie.
I like that one. I like
Yeah.
that a lot.
Doc Ock. Alfred Molina was amazing in that. Um,
Yeah,
Everything about that movie was really good. I actually think I enjoyed that one more than the first one.
I did too. Actually, I agree with you on that.
Moving in at number 5. This is the top 5, guys. This is the top grossing movies that was on July 4th. Number 5 is The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, Emma Stone. These movies get too much hate. Well, at least they did at first. Everyone was all like, "Oh, fuck Andrew Garfield. This is like the best. This is like the worst Spider-Man movie." I thought Andrew Garfield was great as Peter Parker. I thought he was great as Spider-Man. He handled both roles perfect. Um, the seeing the lizard also, like the lizard effect, like his look was a little different from what I think we should have got. Excuse me. But all in all, still a great movie. Sorry, a little bit of heartburn.
Eh,
Number 4, Despicable Me 2. Number 3, Spider-Man Far From Home. That was a good one.
okay, that's a good
Mysterio,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good
Number
one.
2, Jurassic World Rebirth. And
Yeah,
yeah. Number 1. Okay. This is really not surprising in a sense, given like some of the other ones that was on this. Distributor was Paramount. It was released in 2007, grossed 29,073,898. It was Michael Bay's first Transformers film.
I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like when those movies come out, and when you get like those um, reimaginings, like for the first one. Although I'm kind of surprised He-Man, Masters of the Universe, the new one, didn't get as much love. But who knows what the whole thing behind that was? Damn, I'm so sorry. I would edit that, but no.
I I have not heard one good thing about that movie.
So some of the reviews that I've read, they're all from the critics. But if you go through the fan, like if you go through the comments, this is
I even talked to friends that have seen it. I only had one person say it was good. Only one.
that's crazy. See, I've talked to several people who's actually enjoyed it, and they agreed that they don't understand why it's getting the kind of hate that it's getting.
Really, like I haven't heard anything good yet. In fact, like, okay, I just did the toy show yesterday,
Yes.
and we were talking about it, and only one friend said that he liked it. Everyone else was just like no one said anything like overtly bad,
Mm-hmm.
but no one said go see it as well.
I've been watching clips of it. People's been posting clips on TikTok and reels from it. And dude, I can't wait to see it. Like I can't wait till it comes on VOD.
Like I'll watch it when it starts streaming. I'm gonna watch it, but
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I feel like I have a ghost in my house.
It's because you
Because
do.
well, I may my light in the room that I'm in is like blinking off and on very slowly. But what it is, there's like the wiring in my house is like very bizarre. So that being said, I got like a smart light bulb that must be losing some IQ because now it's not connecting. But when I try to connect it, it all blinks. So I think I may have to shut the light off, pop it out, put it back in, and kind of resync it and stuff like that. I think that's the reason why it's doing what it's doing. Anyway, off topic there. Um, I'm trying to think. There was something that I had saw we had a couple deaths.
Yeah.
Um, and like I feel horrible that like I can't remember. I remember is his name Lou from Police Academy 2.
Yep.
I couldn't remember if his name was Lou or the dog's name was Lou. Um, but yeah, that he this guy, man, I feel so horrible that like I was not prepared for this at all. Um, but he had passed. The woman from she was a voice in Turning Red. She was in Daredevil. She had passed. I mean, yeah, it has not been a good week for some celebrities.
No, there's been yeah, it's been they've been dropping. Let's just put it that way.
But I should have been a little bit more prepared, dude. I'm really looking forward to July 31st. Spider Man is coming out, brand new day. Have you been seeing anything for this yet?
Avery and I were talking about it last week. Actually, she's really excited about it. Um, it looks fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. I do enjoy the Spider-Man movies. There hasn't been a Spider-Man movie I can honestly say that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've always enjoyed them. I always thought they're well written, well thought out. So I am looking forward to that. Now, what do you think about the how I want to say it the abysmal failure, I guess you can say, of Wonder Girl?
Wonder
Not
Girl.
Wonder Girl, of Supergirl.
Okay, so I haven't seen it, and I I just don't know if like what the tragic demise of that film was. Like, because I, from what I understand, she made some comments during press interviews, and I think that when a lot of producers and filmmakers, what they need to start doing is telling their stars, like Millie Adcock,
Don't
for
be
example.
stupid.
Yeah, like you're in this movie. This is your bread and butter right now. Don't fuck it up.
Like, yeah,
That's
did you
literally the
not
only
learn
thing
from
they
the
should.
Rachel Ziegler episodes? You know what I mean? Did you
Exactly.
not like look at Rachel Ziegler and say, "I don't want to do that," or did you just say, "Look at Rachel Ziegler" and say, "I'm going to double down on stupidity"?
Right. You shouldn't be out there like saying dumb shit. And the producers need to pull their stars aside and say, "Listen, you're promoting this movie so people will see it."
Right.
And
Not just the producers, but the movie houses in general. Like they should make them re-sign contracts saying that you're not going to go and screw this up. You're not going to go and put your own personal stupidity, I mean, whatever, into into these movies because that's what they're doing.
right. Yeah, it just makes no sense. But so I think that's one of the issues. But like from what a lot of the reviews like there's I'm seeing is that it's like, eh, it's not a terrible movie. It just exists. It's like
Yeah.
nothing new, nothing that breaks the barriers. From what I understand, Lobo's role in the movie was essentially like if Lobo wasn't there, the entire outcome would be the exact same. It's like
Yep.
they threw him in there just because the fans wanted Lobo in some form or another, and this was their chance to get him like jump started.
Pretty
But
much.
I mean, I'm still gonna check it out when it comes out on streaming.
Yeah, I will too. Like I wait for all this stuff for the streaming services than anything else. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Like I really don't care anymore. Um, let's just put it this way: the wave of the future is going to be streaming. I think you and I have talked about this before in the past. Going to the movies isn't going to be uh, how I want to say it. Going to the movies is going to be more of a niche type of thing than it will be. That it's going to be more of an event anymore than it will be than it has been for the last 30 years. That's my opinion. Like I honestly think like going to the movies as what we used to do is all but dead.
Yeah, and it's sad. And like, I personally I would go to the movies every weekend if I could, but A, money is a factor, and B, the where I'm living, there is either a movie theater 45 minutes one direction or an hour and a half the other. So
And why would you want to subject yourself to that when you could wait 3 months or less, and the movie's already going to be streaming straight to your living room, and you don't have to worry about trying to find parking. You don't have to go and try to worry about the weather. You don't have to worry about sitting next to somebody. You don't have to worry about people being loud in the theater. You have all your own snacks. You could make your own dinner, and then you could watch the movie in the comfort of your own home.
you were absolutely correct on all of that. However, the one thing I would like to point out is when I go to the movies, what I love about it is the fact that I am there whether I know Joe Schmo or Jane Doe sitting next to me. I'm there with more fans of this movie. Like when Endgame came out, this I'm going to just use this as a prime example. When Endgame came out, I didn't go see it at the theater. I waited till it came on streaming. I enjoyed the experience of everything that you had said. I was able to make my own snacks, enjoy it in the comfort of my own home. Didn't spend any money to, snacks, blah, blah, blah. But, but when you go to the movies now, you're there for the experience to share with other people who are just like you. Could you imagine? Like, I mean, I don't know if you saw Endgame in theaters, but
No.
okay. So me personally, I would, I would have loved to have that moment sitting next to 500 strangers that we were all connected at that one moment when Captain America picked up the Mjolnir and said, "Avengers assemble." And everybody, you see the videos on YouTube and TikTok and Reels, and you just see the crowd, the audience, just in an uproar
But see,
because
that's what I'm talking about. That you made my point for me because you're always going to have those big movies, those movies that you want to see. The movies that are the how do I want to say it like the watershed movies. Those are going to be the important ones that you're going to see in the theater. Just going to a movie is dead. Just going to a regular movie is
okay,
dead. um how it was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? I don't know, I'm bored, just go to a movie. Okay, what's playing? Just a whole bunch of shit. So then you just find the one that's the least pile of shit to go see that movie. But now you're the only when you go to the movie, it's going to be okay, we're going to go see this because this is the new Endgame. This is the new opus for Star Wars, not like some, not what like Star Wars when it comes to like I don't know, like a Jar Jar movie. I'm just using that as an example, but like a canon movie. Like those are the ones that you're going to want to go see in the theaters. It's not going to be the dead is the day of going to the movies because there's nothing to do that night. You and your date are bored. Um, because streaming is just the way to go. If you and your date are bored, all you do is just go like, well, let's just check out something on Netflix or check out something on Hulu or check out something here,
mm-hmm.
and then you're gonna go and call Uber Eats and you're gonna have a fun night that way. And again, you sidestep all the bullcrap that comes along with it, with trying to, waste gas, find parking, like all that sort of stuff. So when you do go to the movies, it's going to be the experience movie, not just the movies. See what I'm saying?
Yes. Shouldn't Supergirl have been an experience movie though?
You
I,
would think
and that's
you would you would think yes,
and
but
again,
when
she may
you
have just
but
shot
when
herself in the foot though.
when the main actor, as we said, maligns their own work,
And
that
I don't even know if
takes away.
that was 100% like what it could have been. Like it could have been that, but mixed with a combination of other things. Like I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like I'm against female driven movies because like I quite enjoy them. I like to see a female led movie, especially an
Yeah,
action movie, because you don't see it very often. But does everybody else feel the same way that we do? Like, there's always going to be that group of people out there that's like, oh, do we really need girl power movies and stuff like that? Like, I'm not worried about this. And I really hope that when this movie does hit streaming, it finds a whole new audience because I would like to see it do well. I know from what James Gunn has said that she's going to have a pivotal part in Man of Tomorrow, which they're shooting now. Dude, have you seen
I can
Lex
say it's yeah, I can
Luthor's
say it's in filming right now.
have
I
you
think
seen Lex Luthor's like green armor from the
no,
comics?
I haven't.
Oh, dude, it looks badass. Like they got it right. They got it
Good.
so right. It's gonna be epic. Um,
I'm
but
looking forward to that one. Like I honestly believe DC could easily overtake the MCU. I really could. I wholeheartedly believe the DCU could easily overtake the MCU. Um, it's just right now is the DCU suffers from one big thing. It suffers from not having. They never had um the push that the MCU had when it came to movie houses, and now they're getting it. They're starting like with James Gunn really really pulling for it, getting things together. Like I honestly think the DCU has a good shot. Will it do it anytime soon? No, but it's going to really focus on Batman and Superman, and then
but there are
the
so
Justice
many
League
other
and
DC
Wonder Woman and
properties.
everything like that. The DC universe is so much better than the MCU.
Eh, And right now in film, it's hard to believe that. But you
I
and I
know.
both know, reading comics, it's gonna take. I'm gonna say we're not gonna see a big resurgence of DC for at least another 5 or 6 years. Like because honestly,
More. I think it's more. I think you're probably almost a decade. I think the DCU is a decade behind the MCU.
see, and you're right. I can see that as well. I feel that like their biggest money makers is going to be Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, really.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
you know, DC, the initial Snyderverse shot themselves in the foot when they did Wonder Woman 84.
Yep.
And now nobody wants another Wonder Woman movie right now.
But I
Um,
mean, like the MCU did the same thing. Back in the day, the MCU movies were freaking garbage. The original Fantastic Four movie was unwatchable.
wait, which one are you talking
The
about? The Roger
we're
Corman?
talking, yeah, we're talking the early uh, MCU movies.
Oh yeah.
We're not talking like when the Mouth started making them. The first Punisher, the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, I would rather put fucking number two pencils through my eyes than have to watch that movie. Um, like all of those movies were just trash, and it wasn't until money started flowing into those movies that changed it. And DC never had the money flowing into the movies. They've always had, except for Batman. Batman always had money flowing into it. But again, Batman was always the exception because like Batman's a different animal when it comes to the comic book movies. Let's just face it.
I agree.
Like Batman's its own entity when it comes to any comic book
And
movie,
that's
any
where
comic book franchise.
they're going to run into problems with Batman. Because okay, we have the Robert Pattinson Batman that just came out a few years ago. The Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Penguin. You have that HBO series.
Yep.
Then they're shooting the Batman 2 right now. They still have yet to cast, because this Robert Pattinson's Batman is not part of this new, I'll just say David Cornsweet. They're not part of James Gunn's Cornsweet's universe. So that Batman isn't going to be introduced until The Brave and the Bold. And they have yet to cast that Batman. But I have a feeling, and I could be wrong. I most likely am, and I'm just going to throw this theory out there. And I have nothing to support this theory. But I have a gut feeling that we are going to get an announcement of who is going to be James Gunn's Batman at San Diego Comic-Con in a few weeks.
Probably.
I feel that
if we don't get the announcement, I think we might get a hint. If we don't get an actual, this is who it is, we might get a, this is who, like not exactly saying who it is, but saying who it is. You know what I mean?
Yep. So
wait a minute. While we're in discussion of comic books, real quick, did you see what happened the other day? Did you see the Iron Man splash page?
No.
Okay. The Iron Man splash page from Tales from Suspense, where the first time you actually saw the Iron Man, Tony Stark in the Iron Man uniform.
Oh yeah.
The original inking for that just sold at auction for over $3 million.
Good Lord. We've talked about this many times before in the past. Like, who has that kind of money lying around to secure
$3,875,000 to be exact? The most ever paid for an original comic book art ever. $3,875,000.
That's wicked.
That is insane. Now I could honestly think of like 100 times more iconic splash pages and pieces of original art that I think are worth so much more than that one piece there. But when it came out, I was just like, I didn't pay any attention to the auction, just because like I knew, why would I even want to watch, because I can't afford anything in that.
Was that Kirby?
No. Crap. It just completely jumped out of my head.
You didn't think I was going to ask that, did you?
No, I didn't. And now, and I'm mad at myself for forgetting.
So, but if you're gonna check real quick, but I'm just wondering, like, no disrespect, because that is an iconic cover, but is it the cover? The splash page of the cover?
No.
Okay, because I was gonna say, the cover really wasn't really a $3 million cover, if you ask me, of that specific Tales from Suspense. But you're talking about in the actual book, like
Yeah.
a page from the book.
Yep.
Okay, so and it was an original.
Yeah.
It wasn't like part of the book, like where they were like, "Oh, look at this," and then they tore it out.
No, it's the original art. Yeah, the original hand drawn art.
Okay, so I guess I
It's
can
still not $3 million. I don't care. That's not a $3 million piece of art.
2.5 at best. I'm just
To be dead honest with you, I don't even like it. I don't think it's a nice. I don't even. It's not even good art.
it,
I think. I think Don Heck did it. I think it was Don
I mean,
Heck.
back in the day, I mean, art, like, I mean, you got to think, I mean, the way everything transgressed, or everything, everything that had, uh, you know, evolved. There we go.
Yeah.
It's like we're looking at now, like, I've been playing Xbox lately, got my Xbox fixed, and
Cool.
courtesy of my son in law, to be. And I'm playing the Resident Evil 2, the remaster version, and I played the original, like grainy, blocky, kind of like even back then, the graphics would look cool, but now they're even better. They look almost real. So it's like back then we were saying, "Oh, look at this! This looks phenomenal." But
I just
now in
sent you the picture
retrospect,
of it.
oh, okay, in retrospect, looking back, it's like, oh, maybe it wasn't as good as we thought. So back then, whenever this cover came out, or whenever this page came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is the page to you know, this is the page to
Emulate.
end all pages." Okay, yeah, I got it. Oh, okay. I dig it. I dig it. I like he's like tearing
Like
through
I
a
get it.
wall.
Like yeah, I mean, like it's an interesting piece, but is that a 3,800,000, almost a $4 million piece? Freak no. Heck no. Not even close. No, you can't. I don't. I will die on that hill. That is not a $3 million or $4 million piece of art. It's not. It's just simply not. Iron Man's not even a freaking top shelf character. He became one now just because of the MCU, but he's not a top shelf character. I'm sorry, it's not a $4 million fucking piece of art.
You were absolutely correct. You were correct.
It's not. I don't. I don't. I mean, like, I could think of so many cooler splash pages. I mean, like, heck. All right, sorry. I'm
No, you're good. You're
kind of
good.
going off on a
Just as
tangent
we're
right now.
rounding the 48-minute mark, just wanted to let you know because like I was hoping to keep this at an hour. Our original
Okay.
topic that we were going to talk about, let's do that one Wednesday.
Okay.
How's that sound?
All right.
That
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
okay? Give me a little extra time anyway.
Yeah. Give you a little time to actually make your damn list.
Hey, I made half of it. I made half of it. You'll understand, guys, on Wednesday. But anyway, so I do want to say I've been playing Xbox lately, and I learned something. As
Okay.
you get older and you play horror video games, you tend to can't play them very well because your heart is beating at a rate that you didn't fathom that was possible. um, I've learned like Resident Evil 7 and 8 terrify me. Not to sound like a little bitch, but they terrify me. It is like it's a first person. You don't even see yourself if nobody knows what first person is. You don't see yourself because you are the character. So when the screen moves, you're walking. So you're immersed. You're immediately immersed. And as I'm like walking through places and villages and shit, I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. And but last night I was playing Resident Evil 2, and I was walking through this hallway of the Raccoon City Police Department, and there was a cop hanging from a pipe. And as I walked closer, didn't think anything of it. I went to just inspect him, and he fell on top of me, made me jump.
Oh God.
It was bad. I like I said, not to sound like a little bitch, but yeah, I feel in my old age. Watching and playing horror movies is I don't know watching, but playing them when you are immersed in them, it's kind of a lot more difficult than it is to just sit and watch them. Which I'm really I can't wait to see Evil Dead Burn.
Right.
Everybody's been talking about it, and I'm so jealous and I'm so sad that everyone's getting to watch this movie, and I have not had the opportunity yet. Um, and I've been trying to stay away from the reviews, but if I see a positive spoiler-free one, I'll read it. I don't want to dive into the ones that aren't positive right now because I want to form my own opinions because I'm already
Right.
on board. Like I'm gonna love this movie because I loved Rise. Rise was one of those Evil Dead movies that, in fact, those movies in general, all of them from the Bruce Campbell. It's just they are
I think Evil Dead is such a iconic movie.
and they are terrifying films. I'm sorry, I like uh, the fact that you can wake up from Freddy. Okay, you can outrun Jason, despite what the movies show us. You can kick Chucky. You can't get away from like I don't care how fast you are, where you go. There is no escaping the entity that is in the Evil Dead series.
Right.
It is a truly terrifying thing. And just the way that these people get possessed, and I think that's why I love it because it's so terrifying and you feel helpless even though it's not real.
Just a movie.
It's just a movie. At the end of the day, it's just a movie, but you still have that feeling of safety, but at the same time you feel helpless. And
Right.
these guys have done such a great job with these new movies because they're violent, brutal, but have a sense of heart to them at the same time. And it is their Rise is just like I said, at the end of Rise, I felt some type of way that I was like, I don't know how to process this, but I like it.
And every one of them has always had like a sense of it takes itself seriously, yet it doesn't. It has like some playfulness to it, and it has a little bit, and it always has like an air of comedy to kind of like cool tensions down.
Yeah. Up to Army of Darkness and the Ash versus Evil Dead TV series. That had a lot of comedic aspects to it that you could
Right.
almost say that is a horror comedy.
Yep.
But from the 2013 remake, well, and I say 2013 remake, but I also feel that it's more of like a continuation. And I think it's just like set in like in an Evil Dead multiverse, if you will. And I feel like that's when it starts taking such a serious tone. But the first Evil Dead with Bruce Campbell, that had the serious tone, less comedy. But then once Evil Dead 2 hit, then the comedy started taking more of a front seat.
Well, I think because the original one got that X rating because they said it had like too much blood and stuff like that, and I think they were afraid that was gonna happen to them again.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they decided to actively um try to like dial it back a little bit and use
For sure.
levity as a way to do it. And it works.
We need to do like a special. I don't know how we could do it, but we should do like one day set up like do a Discord watch party and where people can come in and watch Evil Dead with us, the first one.
Oh, that would be cool as hell.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Heck yeah.
We
That
could
would
do like a
rule.
little commentary as we're talking about it and stuff like that. As we're watching, I think it would be pretty wild. We should look into doing that and like do a little maybe a video episode.
I'm in. Yeah, I'm in for that.
Of course, we
Yeah, I think
probably
that'd be fun.
even if we did a video episode, we couldn't do like we couldn't show the movie because I feel like. But then
No.
again, I don't know because like if we're doing like a commentary for it, like I mean,
Yeah, almost like MST3K.
I was just gonna say just like Mystery Science Theater. Oh, that movie's so or that series is so fun. Such a
When Joel was doing it, oh my
like the
god.
original.
I yes.
Yes,
I loved MST3K. Like MST3K to me was like one of the greatest things that Comedy Central ever aired, hands down. Period. It was just so cool, so funny. Um, Tom Servo. I mean, like it was just such a neat premise, so
yeah.
dumb but fantastic at the exact same time.
Oh, absolutely. And then a lot that became like a thing that everybody mocked. They tried to do their own thing. Beavis and Butthead did their version of it on that show.
Yeah,
We're watching music videos. Insane Clown Posse did it. There's on Tubi. I can't remember what's the name of him, and I don't want to say Riff Raff or Riff Track or something like that, but they have one on there where they're watching Vanilla Ice's movie Cool as Ice, and
oh
they kind of
no.
oh yeah, which I will die on this hill. I like that movie. Not saying it was a great movie, but I like that movie. I'm sorry. I know I lost my cool kid cred if I ever had one, but yeah.
It was awfully awesome.
Hey, it had the dad from Family Ties in it. Of course, it was gonna be good, right? I mean, okay.
What got me, like, I love the motorcycle. The colors of his motorcycle was just hysterical. It was just,
Oh, dude, that what you sent me today was like so cool. I love how everybody talks about how nice Weird Al is.
yes.
You sent me that
Yes,
today,
like
and I
that's just
watched.
like that made me so happy. Just like one of those things that's like, you know how like everyone says you never want to meet your heroes. But like Weird Al is like one of my heroes. And I know like he like deep down he just seems like the coolest, nicest guy ever. And that was just like an affirmation for me that he is such a cool dude.
Absolutely. I did. I loved that. I loved hearing it. I thought it was uplifting, and I'm excited to hear more stuff
I
from
think
him.
Amanda Cash just went to see a friend of ours just went
Yeah,
to see Weird up in Buffalo, I
I
think.
saw that. I saw the picture that she posted. I hope she had a
I
good
was a
time.
little I was a little jealous. Congratulations, Cash, for going. I was a little jealous.
Oh yeah, it's like I'm just.
This well, you know, this Saturday is um what's it called? At Heinz Hall, Danny Elfman's going to be there doing Nightmare Before Christmas and other movie scores and television scores that he's done, and with the Pittsburgh Symphony.
Oh my gosh, I would
And
love
I'm
to see that.
probably going to be out in Gettysburg, so I'm not going to be able to go.
That's so sad.
And like that kills me.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
But he is going on tour. I think you and I talked about this. He is going on tour this fall, and he's coming to Philly. So depending on what I have going on the Philly date, I might go out to Philadelphia um to see him. Now the Philly stuff seems a little bit more interesting too, because it's like him with a band and he's doing more musical stuff. So not just like his um what's it called? Not just like his movie scores.
Mm-hmm.
So rumor has it, which I'm not going to say it's true, but rumor has it there might be some Oingo Boingo being played um on this tour.
That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing.
So I may check that out.
Oh, you definitely should do that. Definitely should do that. So, on that note, I want to wrap things up and make everybody listen to us say, "Hey, Weird Al for Super Bowl 2027," um, with a special appearance by Danny Elfman. A Danny Elfman and Weird Al collab track, priceless.
I may cry if that would happen.
Or at least,
Like literally, I may cry. Like you, like actual tears may come from my eyes, and I would be like, I can die. I can die happy now because this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
yep, that would be phenomenal. Mike, where can everybody reach you at?
You can reach me out on Instagram, Punk Rock Mike, or you can see me as on the Instagrams as well as Nomad _comics _collectibles. Or you can find me on TikTok as Nomad Comics. And that's pretty much about it. I got the record show coming up at the end of the month here in Pittsburgh, so
Sweet.
I'll be talking about that again.
We'll talk about that on Wednesday. And everybody, you can follow me at Pop Pod Richie on Instagram and Lights Camera Pop Pod. And you can email us at lightscamerapoppod at outlook.com. And
If you guys go on any of our stuff where you listen to us, please leave a comment, leave a review, do something, like just let us know that you're out there and listening, and it helps us. And
hit subscribe, YouTube,
yeah, subscribe.
Spotify.
Because like the more traction we get, the cooler guests we can get. And that's like our
Absolutely.
big thing. Like we want to just have like a cooler podcast. Like we're not in this for anything other than to have fun. And the more help that just giving us a like
Yep.
and a download and stuff like that, that helps us immensely. Because I'm going to give you guys a little. Sorry, Rich. I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of background information. Whenever we reach out to some people, the first thing they ask us is how many downloads we get. And we can't, and we wouldn't lie to anybody. So there are some people that want people to have like a billion downloads, and obviously we're never going to get that, but
Right.
we would like to have, we if we can get a little bit more juice flowing and we can get cooler stuff going. That's just how we're looking at it. And if you
Absolutely.
guys can just give us just a little help, that would be awesome.
And I would appreciate that as well. I think that was perfectly said. Everybody, I appreciate you keeping with us and getting your geek on with us. And we will be back later this week with a bonus episode. So stay tuned for that. And we will see you next week.
See you later, guys. Have a good day.
Have a good week.